Hey, this is Seth, and I just went to see Dr. Sleep. Dr. Sleep stars Ewan McGregor as Danny Torrance, and Rebecca Ferguson as Rose the Hat. This is based on a book by Stephen King of the same name. It was meant to be a sequel to The Shining, one of my favorite horror films. Mike Flanagan directs, and he's a very interesting director. He did Oculus, and he generally does a very good job. Ewan McGregor is Danny Torrance, Danny from The Shining, the little kid who was riding a big wheel down the hall toward the elevators. Probably everyone's seen that clip from The Shining. This is little Danny grown up. And because of The Shining and what happened to his dad, Danny is an alcoholic, and he's struggling with having The Shining because to him it's a burden, because he can read people's thoughts and suggest stuff to people, in their minds, and it's just a hard thing to get your mind around. This time it's different than the actual Shining, the first Shining movie. And then there's an nemesis group led by a character called Rose the Hat, who's played by Rebecca Ferguson, and they want to kill people who have this shining gift. So there's more of them, and actually Danny meets a kid with the gift, and this is what turns him around, because he wants to make it safe for people with the gift, so they don't end up like he did. And the good thing about these characters, Rose the Hat especially, is that they're fully fleshed out characters. It's not just like an unseen killer just chopping people up. They have motive, they have a reason for doing what they're doing. They have they have a whole method to their madness, as it were. So they kind of like Voldemort in Harry Potter, where he has a very specific reason for doing what he does. So it's not like this unseen force. These are concrete people, and they have a reason for their madness. And in some instances, this movie is more about them, because they're really on in the film a lot in the beginning, so you can see how they operate, who they are, what they're doing. Like I said before. And it felt like it in a certain way, because you have a person or an entity or a group stalking the kids. So it was like Harry Potter or It. And that's what I'm gonna compare it to, especially because it's a different Stephen King novel, short story. At this point, and this movie was different than a normal Truth or Dare movie. I know it's bad, but you don't have the jump scares that propagate every horror movie out there for 5-10 years. It's kind of a slower building horror, like the first Dracula, where he's coming and you cannot stop him. No matter what you do, it's gonna come. It's inevitable. You were going to die. And that really is a good contrast to all these jump scares, because it lasts longer, it's more terrifying, and it'll haunt your dreams like The Shining did when I was a kid. And basically, I'm probably as old as Danny Torrance's character. So, I didn't have a big wheel, but I was from the same generation of the kids who had big wheels. Yeah, and going back to The Shining, the brilliance of it was Jack Nicholson, as he was writing his book and getting nowhere, slowly driving himself insane by cabin fever. And we don't even know if it was cabin fever, but it just was a force that was slowly driving him mad. And the doctors seem to have this aura of, no matter what you can do, no matter what you do, this is going to come to fruition. People are going to die. Nothing you can do will prevent that. And that inevitability is terrifying, like I said before. So it's a different, maybe deeper kind of horror. Like, imagine if you had an operation. I've had plenty of operations, but imagine going under the knife, and the doctor having to cut you, and maybe remove a cancer or fix something. Like, I had to have my legs fixed so I could walk. And nothing you can do will stop this. You're going to have the operation. You're counting in seconds and the days and the hours, like I did when I was 6, when I had my operation. And just, you can't get out of it. It's that kind of fear. It's going to the doctor, going to the dentist, just something terrifying that you can't avoid. I think it's a good sequel because it doesn't really use The Shining over the Overlook Hotel as a crutch. Danny Torrance goes to get a job at the Overlook Hotel in the 3rd act, and that's basically all it is. Returning to his own, stomping the ground and trying to conquer his fears, because all the while he's trying to save these kids from getting killed, trying to use his shining ability to just make it turn a negative into a positive. And that really shows growth. So you can have some takeaway that you can apply to your life while still seeing a horror movie, still enjoying the horror movie. And it just shows a path forward that you can be frozen stiff by your fear, or you can turn it into something you can work with. And I really appreciated that. So if you like this review, like, subscribe, comment, and I have some more disability videos coming up, so stay tuned for that. Have a good night.